Hello, everybody. I'm gonna speak a little bit about these churches and about growing spiritually. That's one thing that these churches have been doing wrong. They got you stuck in these repetitious, just mundane things where it totally disconnects you and you don't even grow spiritually at all. You standing up, sit down, kneel down, like it's just ridiculous. None of that helps you to grow spiritually. You have to be getting into the word for yourself. You have to be seeking the truth. Jesus said he's the way, the truth, and the life. So if you don't like the truth, you'll never be able to grow. You're going to stay stuck where you are. And when somebody brings the truth to you and you act like you don't see it, say the truth's not in you. That should trigger something in your mind like, hey, something's not right here. You should start to think about these things and say, why didn't they teach us that? Or why are they withholding information from us that might be important? It's because they want you to stay stuck, because you will outgrow them. Once you become awakened or aware, you will outgrow them, and then you no longer fit in there. So if you starting to go down this journey, some people are backtracking. They did because they lost. They don't know what's going on. The Bible is designed to help you grow spiritually, and as you keep leveling up, you're going to outgrow these churches. You're going to outgrow friends. You're going to outgrow your family, because if they're not walking the same walk side by side with you and staying equally yoked with you, you're not going to be able to be friends anymore. It's just the way it is. They have to start catching up. But yeah, a lot of people, they think, oh, all I need to do is just have faith in Jesus and that's it, and then I can just throw the Bible away. There's no reason to read that because I got faith in Jesus. That's just your starting point. You have to start, like I said, there's levels to this. And then as you keep continuing to level up, they call it new levels, new devils. You're going to have somebody that's going to challenge you. Something's going to come against you every time you're about to reach a new higher level spiritually. And most people have no idea about this because they stuck in religion. Their faith is based strictly in their religion, and they're just locked in. It's like that's an idol to them. They're not following the true Jesus. You're supposed to follow Jesus, nothing else. You don't need to be called anything. You don't need to have a title of a particular religion or denomination. You follow Jesus Christ. Get your King James Bible, read it, follow it, and try to mimic Jesus as best you can, because he is the example. And that's what we got to do. Most people, like I said, they're totally lost. They don't know what's going on. They keep falling right back into the world. You can't keep just falling right back into all these pagan traditions and stuff. That stuff, you got to eventually start growing out of that as you continue to level up. It's similar to like a video game. It's like the Mario Brothers. At the end of the game, each level there's a big devil or monster you have to fight to get to the next level. It's very similar to that. So somebody's going to challenge you, or somebody's going to try to pull you backwards, and they'll be like, "Where are you going? You can't be doing what you're doing." It's because they want you to stay stuck where they are, because they're not putting in any effort, and they can see that you're starting to. What's happening is happening in the spirit. It's happening in the spiritual realm. They can't see it, but they can sense it, and they know you're leveling up above them, and they get mad, and all they want to do is drag you backwards. So that's why Jesus says they know not what they do, because they don't. As I said, when you get attacked, you just gotta kind of just try to hold your peace the best you can, and that's something that develops your spirit too. So it's actually helps you defeat the flesh. Every time you get challenged, your spirit gets stronger. The more you're able to hold your peace, the easier it becomes every time it happens again. And then God's just going to fight your battles for you. You don't have to do anything. And but yeah, the Bible, it's made to shape you and form you. You can't do the opposite. You can't make it try to fit your life. And that's what most of these churches are doing. They want to twist and turn, twist scriptures. They want to try to make it fit them. They don't want to give up the things of the world, which you have to start doing. That's the only way you're going to level up. To strengthen your spirit, you have to deny the flesh. You have to give up things of the world. And even it can come down to having to give up your own mother or father or brother or sister. If they're hindering your walk and they're holding you back, you got to love them from a distance. It's just the way it is. It's not personal. Everything's happening in a spiritual. So it's not something you don't want to take it to heart and get mad about it. Once you understand what's happening, you just got to let the process take its course. It's because you're rising and they're just staying stagnant. It's not even anything to fight about. They just don't want to get left behind. Is all there is to it. But everybody needs, like I said, you gotta study to show yourself approved. Everybody has to get into the Word and just start walking the walk. And when you come across a truth, you gotta adjust to it. It ain't fun, but it's necessary. I'm still dealing with trying to. One of the latest things that God put into my heart was to start switching over my clothing to natural clothing. All as best I can, but the world is totally backwards, so it's very difficult. And I was questioning them, like, man, how am I supposed to do this? I said, I can't find the stuff that I need, so I'm like throwing stuff away. And then I'm like, some things I'm gonna hold on to a couple things until I can find a better alternative, because all these fabrics is not readily available, especially like in jackets or thick winter coats and jackets. It's hard to find stuff that doesn't have the mixed fibers. They use the padding inside of it. They use the polyester padding and stuff. So I'll sit there and I investigate all this stuff. But yeah, he was just basically putting it into my heart that's like, I can't give you you want everything right now. And it stresses me out because I'm trying to go hard to do what he wants me to do whenever he shows me something. But then he's like, sometimes you got to slow down a little bit, because I'm so far ahead of everybody else that the rest of the world has to catch up a little bit. He's showing me something, then I got to start trying to do it. But then I got to try to slow myself down, because I'll get carried away with it. So it's like a little bit of a struggle for me, because the world has to catch up. But that's the way it's going to go eventually. All these toxic things, toxic foods, everything that's been killing people, it can't continue to go on. These things have to slowly start being done away with. But yeah, that was all things that was attacks from the devil to try to shorten our lifespan, take our purpose away from us, keep us sick, keep us in bondage, keep us running to the doctor, keeping us in debt with doctor bills, where you can just never get ahead, and you're always in a constant battle and struggle, and you can never get your foot on firm ground, because you're always having a problem. But if you can start to awaken and see what all the traps are, then you can try to work your way around them. And I've been doing this for 2-3 years now. Like I said, I haven't gotten sick in a long time, and I was able to get off all my medications. I was on 2 different blood pressure medicines and a medicine for epilepsy, and now I have no seizures, nothing. That's the started on seizure medicine in my early 20s, and I'm just able to get off of it this last couple years. So eating clean, drinking plenty of water, it allows your body to heal. And like I said, putting your faith in Jesus, he'll lead you and guide you to the things that's going to help you along the way. But like, you got to seek God first, and he's going to help you and guide you through his Holy Spirit. Like whenever I was researching stuff for the blood pressure, I started seeing these repeating numbers, and when I was walking down the grocery store aisle, and as soon as I put my hand on a bottle of beet juice, my phone said 1010. So every time I see 1010, it's a confirmation number, like, yeah, do it. That's what they want. Like when he wants me to do something, I see 1010. And then I started drinking that, and that did two things. Once I started drinking that beet juice every day, it controlled my blood pressure, and I stopped having seizures. So it must help both things. So I'll drink some of that. I'll chug a couple swigs of that in the morning, a couple gulps before I go to bed every day, and that's been helping tremendously. And just eating a lot healthier and a lot more fruits and vegetables. But yeah, we have to be mindful of all these things play into it. Say being able to control the flesh and control what you're eating, control your diet, start fasting. All these things will help you start to level up spiritually. You'll start to see things that you never saw before. Things are going to start to happen, and you're going to you'll be amazed by it, because our spiritual eyes have been blindfolded, and we never knew what our true potential was. And I'm still, like I say, I don't know where this ends, but I just keep going where the Lord leads me. And that's all you can do. Y'all have a blessed day.